Bow your head. Bow your head, bow your head. I've been pillaging on these corners since the cocaine. Whole fame like a blockchain. Soul game. Told pain it could stay, but it changed names. Now pain asses when I call it by my own name. See, the gospel ain't a building, it's a poster. It's the cost of being closer to the roster of the men who walked these blocks and didn't falter and got carried by the block up to the altar. I'm the pastor of the pavement. Congregation facing back in lots and broken window casements. And the sermon is the statement that survival is the sacred. Everything else is entertainment. Write it down, iron in a stone. Every word I speak is a weight you carry home. The block repeats, they lined up at the beginning of the Bible. Tired of hiding from the vital, minus the revival. Silence was survival, violence was the title of the cycle. I told them ain't no savior in a stranger, ain't no safety in the danger zone you favor. Wager on yourself or stay a slave, bruh. Raid your own soul, don't wait for labor. Faith is just a blade, you aim at chaos. Saints are just the names they gave the brave ones. Made it through the flames, I am the flame, son. Same ones that they blame became the great ones. I seen a man lose everything on Tuesday. By Friday, he was legend on the new way. You asked him how, he said he knew the pathway. Said the block don't lie, and the block said move, stay. That's the gospel, not the version in the pages. The version written over ages in the wages of the stages that the block constructed slowly, word by word, and nobody holy. Everybody earned it, everybody learning that the iron keeps on burning. The block repeats. Let the record show I enter without invitation. Patient as the ancient demonstration of a nation built on patience and damnation. Station after station, same equation. Men like me don't get eulogies, we get mythology. Apologies delivered sloppily by the same ones who watched it properly and said nothing. Now they're preaching about my suffering like they weren't the ones who carved the things like brothers on, still wondering where the thunder went. I tell you where the thunder went. It went down into the pavement, engraved it in the statement of every man who stayed in. Didn't run when the cold came, didn't fold when they spoke names, didn't break when the smoke faded, didn't wait for being faded. This is iron.
This is gospel.
This is 30 years of doctrine, built on concrete, sealed in carvings of the versions of myself that die. So this version could survive.
The church is closed.
The church is closed. I don't do this often. Sitting here, talking to nobody. I came here because there's nowhere else that holds your shape anymore. The block erased too clean, like you would never keep it score. Like the 30 years of mornings were a room and nothing more. Like the way you laughed at nothing wasn't worth remembering for. I remember for you, that's the job I didn't ask for. Last man standing at the altar of a life that went to pasture. Faster than the winter, faster than the chapter that we thought we were still writing. Thought there'd be a next one after. There wasn't.
Sleep where the block can't find you. Sleep where the cold don't follow. Sleep Sleep in the space I kept for you.
I'll keep it till I'm hollow. I keep singing you in sequences, dreaming you in frequencies that the waking world won't let me reach. Bleeding through the even sheet, you're facing every briefing, every ceiling that I'm reading, every reason I keep breathing. It's a season of your leaving, heating up and freezing, teething on the meaning of a life that ended kneeling at the altar of a feeling that I still don't have a name for. I don't know what I was supposed to do, so I'm soon to hold you closer. Told you once I'd be your soldier. Cold came over, rolled me over, left me older, left me sober, left me holding what's left over of a story with no closure, of a shoulder with no boulder, just the cold, just the cold. I've carried harder things than grief, I've buried harder things than this, but grief keeps moving in me like a current, not a list, like it lives in the direction that I'm always turning toward, like forgetting you would save me and remembering is the sword.
Sleep where the blood can't find you.
Sleepless.
Sleep where the cold don't follow.
Sleepless.
Sleep in the space I kept for you.
I'll keep it till I'm hollow. I used to think that letting go meant letting you dissolve, meant filing you away somewhere, like a case that's been resolved. But grief don't work like paperwork, and loss don't get absolved. It just changes what it weighs like in the chest as you evolve. So I'm not letting you go, I'm letting you settle down into the marrow, down into the metal of whatever I'm made of. Past the hurt, past the nettle, past the rage and the ritual, down to something gentle. Something gentle. I said gentle. In the track on an album built on concrete and winter, but here we are, 4 a.m., rain on the window, and the only thing left that feels true is gentle.
So sleep.
Sleep. I'll be here in the morning. That's what mornings always do. Arise without permission, cold and certain, like you. Like you. I'll come back. I'll come back. No metaphor today. Just the truth. Yeah. Step to the pulpit, no Bible, just bullet, no choir, just current. Running through the circuit of every man who doubted, every mouth that shouted that I fold, that I falter, that I crumble at the altar. Wrong, dead wrong, I've been standing in this cold since before your whole song, since before your whole career, since before your whole fear. Had a name, had a face, had an address, had a place. I don't preach for the peaceful, I don't reach for the feeble, I don't teach what they teaching. The building's full of people who never saw the pavement, never paid the payment of a night with no basement, no ceiling, no arrangement, just the code and the statement that survival is the sacred and everything else is entertainment. So listen or don't, the sermon doesn't need you, the truth doesn't feed on being heard to keep its meaning. This is lead, not gospel. This is wait, not wonder. This is 30 years of doctrine delivered like thunder. Amen. They made that case, I ate that case straight to the face. No saving grace, paved every space they thought was safe. Grave is the place where doubt gets laid. I don't negotiate, I detonate, I don't mediate, I demonstrate. Every lesson at the block took 30 years to educate. In a single bar, delivered at a single rate. Devastate, 5 men tried, 5 men lied, 5 times the side that thought it was ride or die. Dignified in their minds, but the block don't lie. And the block testified, I'm the fire, I'm the iron, I'm the wire. That entire empire's built their systems, trying to contain. Deny, I'm still here, still burning, still the thing you're still concerned with. You wanna know what power is? It's not the gun, it's not the money. It's waking up on Thursday when they thought you'd be done Monday. This is lead, not gospel. This is wait, not wonder. This is 30 years of doctrine delivered like thunder. Amen. Every doubter to the memory of the moment that they counted me as history. I sentence every system that tried to bury me to the permanent reminder that I'm still the mystery they can't solve, can't dissolve, can't resolve any raw past. See, fury is the entry level. Any man can raise his voice, any man can shake the rafters with sufficient rage and noise. But the ones who make the block go quiet, the ones who make the corner still aren't the loudest, aren't the angry. Instead of ones with the will, I've been quiet in the sermon. Long times then I've been loud, I've been still inside the thunder. I've been standing in the crowd of my own enemies, patient, watching every move they made, letting fury be their compass while I sharpen up the blade. So when I preach, understand the text. This ain't anger, this is architecture. This ain't volume, this is vector. Pointed, loaded, whatever comes next. Chalk on the curb, chalk on the curb, knock on the wall, dark at the curve, park got a call, walk through the scene, talk to the block, said it seen nothing, and stop, body was cold, start story was sold, 40 years old, glory was told in the fold of the cold, forensic emotion, step over the notion that someone is coming, that justice is running toward this intersection of consequence, question, and nobody's lesson but mine, and I learned it in sections. Victim unknown, time of death, 3 a.m. cause of death. The block knew before I did. Case folder on a cold night table. Told a story, but the story wasn't stable. Able-bodied men went fable, went unable, able. Said the cause was Cain and Abel. I read the file like I wrote it. Noted every detail, quoted every statement that they floated. Bloated with the half-truths quoted in the language of the loaded, who devoted their devotion to a notion, ocean motion, that the truth was just commotion. See the scenes where the scene was altered. See the beam where the clean was faltered. Free the scheme, watch the dream get slaughtered. Bleeding creed on the concrete altar. Three detectives and the feeling, kneeling at the cracked tile ceiling of oppressing built on stealing. Dealing with the paperwork, concealing what the chalk line kept revealing. The evidence don't lie. The evidence just sits in the box on a shelf in the building that forgets that a man was here, that a man had breath, that the chalk was just the border between the living and the rest. Time of death, 3 a.m. cause of death. The block knew before I did. Victim unknown. Victim unknown. Time of death, 3 a.m. cause of death. The block knew before I did. Case closed, stamp, file, shell file. Meanwhile, the block still hostile. Fossil of a system running docile. I've been the detective in the body, been the chalk and been the lobby of the crisp, been the copy of the statement, been the shoddy workmen who never walk it, never talking, never chalking with their own hand on their own block, in their own time, on their own clock. Let me testify, I walked that scenic dawn, I counted every chalk line, I knew each one by name, not because I read the folder, not because I came as a witness or a scholar, but because I played the game, and some of those chalk lines were borders I had drawn, and some of those cold bodies were versions of my own. The scene don't change, just the names on the tape. The frame don't change, just the face and the date. The game don't change, and the chalk keeps its shape long after the rain. Long after. Escape.
Scene is processed. Case is open.
Everything's fine.
Fine.
walk the same route every morning. Had the same cracks in the pavement, same windows, same faces, same faces in the same places. I know this block, I map this block. I know which doors don't lock, which corners hold the sound, which alleys eat the clock. I know this block. But something shifted Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Something in the texture of the ending of each day felt like a message. Felt like someone in the dressing room of every scene I'm entering already knew my lines. Footsteps or the wind, shadow or the angle of the light, signal or the static or a pattern or a mind. Running overtime at night, I hear it.
I hear it, I use it.
Footsteps in the frequency.
I know it, I know it.
Or I'm building what I need to see.
Frozen.
Meridian, the line between the wheel
and the machinery. I put yours to
for a reason. Every season had its meaning. Every camera had its angle. Every signal had its ceiling. I was architect, I was engineer. I was every moving part of every system here. Now who's in the wall? Now who moved the chair? Which version of my shadow isn't mine out there? Which conversation got recorded? Which informant in my circle wore the wire? Who's the horrid?
easy.
Logic says it's nothing. Logic says the pattern is a product of a mind that's been too long in the dark. Too long being the hunter. Now the body's getting old. Manufacturing enemies from shadows, from the echoes in the hallways. I haven't slept in 4 days.
I hear it.
Footsteps in the frequency.
I know it.
Or I'm building what I need to see.
Frozen.
Meridian, the line between the real
And the machinery.
I've been here before, the mind does this. Built a labor rigged and then forgets it did. Wanders through the corridors, it built itself. Convinced the architecture is somebody else. I know this trick. Fear gets geometric, starts to draw the blueprint of its own mathematics. Makes the random feel systematic, makes the silence feel dramatic, makes the hunter feel like static. So I breathe, I count the tracks again. Same route, same block, same windows, same faces, just people in their places, just the city doing city things in ordinary spaces. In the footsteps were my own, they were always my own. The surveillance was the mirror, and the mirror was the throne. That paranoia built me, so I never
Feel
alone.
Same road tomorrow.
Same cracks. Same.
Against all reasonable expectation. I count the ones who started with me. 17 on the corner, same city, same hunger, same gritty, same winner. Biting pretty little futures we were sitting on. Not knowing what was coming, not knowing that the drumming of our heartbeats had a number, and that number wasn't stunning, it was small. 17. I count them like a rosary. James went first in poetry, then Marcus, then the whole of me. That existed before 30, died quietly in courtesy of everything the block imposed on me. Supposed to be, I'm the footnote that became the chapter, the disaster that became the after, the laughter at the back of every room that turned to silence when I entered, when I centered every space I ever rented from the darkness with my presence. That's the only form of payment. Still here against all reasonable expectation, still breathing in this nation that forgot my zip code, forgot my designation, forgot that I existed, till I couldn't be dismissed again.
6 feet is where they thought I'd be.
Ground level's where I stand. The gospel isn't in the glory,
It's an outlasting.
every plan.
That wasn't mine.
Yeah, I hold the names like photographs, faded, but the details last. Cold in the morning, cold in the past. Told myself I wouldn't do this, wouldn't sit and do the math of who was lost and how and when. But the block keeps doing it, the block keeps pursuing it. This inventory, this territory of the missing Dior. Born at 23, little Ray never saw the leaves turn that fall. Trevor standing tall till he wasn't, till the call came through on a Tuesday. like it always does on Tuesday. Like the worst news has a preference for the middle of the week. See, I keep their names in sequence, speak them in the evening when the block gets quiet, breathing like it's feeling every name I keep repeating, every season, every meaning of a life that ended kneeling at an altar made of concrete. I'm the deacon of the departed, I'm the keeper of the started and unfinished and the half-lied and the hardly and the hard hit. I'm the one who didn't, I carry it like cargo. Every port I pull into, I arrive with all they names. Not as burden, as ballers, keeps me level, keeps me honest, keeps the ghost of every promise at the block made. When we started, present in the Marrow,
Of whatever I become.
6 feet is where they thought I'd be.
ground levels where I stand. The gospel isn't in the glory.
Outlasting.
Every plan,
That wasn't mine.
it's 5 man. The block is changing color, gray to gold, the kind of gold that don't cost nothing, that don't belong to no one, that just arrives like grace arrives without an invitation, without a price. I've been up since midnight, running inventory. Same old story, same old glory of a man who made it through another year of mourning. When the morning was for someone else, I won't pretend that's nothing. I won't dress it up and humble. I survived what made them stumble. I'm still here and that's the thunder underneath the quality, underneath the stoop I'm sitting on, underneath the city, underneath the 6 feet that they measured out for me, and I refuse.
So this is the gospel.
Not the version with the glory, not the version with the story. Came to Preston Sunday morning. This is 5 a.m. This is following the crackle. This is names inside the marrow. This is counting past the battle. This is
Standing on the stool.
winter came early this year. They felt me before they seen me. That's the cold working through the seams beat. Streets turn quiet like a dream sequence. Concrete holds the blood like it means something. Red snow where the body dropped. Nobody called the cops. Everybody saw the clock stop. Everybody heard the echo, but nobody talked. I've been the shadow since the womb, kid. Moved in rooms where the doom live. Candle burned down to the fume strip. I'm the truth that your nightmares assume shipped. Wait a 30 winners in my posture. No roster ever clock the cost, bruh. They want the ghost, they get the father. Want the cold? I am the water.
Red snow,
Where I walk, the block remembers.
red snow,
and so did I.
red snow,
Where I walk, the block remembers.
red snow,
When it came,
And so did I.
I own the corner like the throne, son. Zone is known, they leave me alone. One bone cold tone when I get the phone done. Stone when they moan, I just come home, none. Slept on doorsteps in November. Woke up something they don't remember. No ember left, just metal and splinter. God himself caught a chill last winter. Face says grace, but the hands say wait. Late the fate is arriving on state. Great men break, I ate the debate straight through the gate with the weight of a freight. Now they recite me like chapter and verse. First on the block, gonna be the last hearse. Worst comes the worst, I rehearsed for the curse. Nurse couldn't birth what the earth had dispersed.
red snow,
Where I walk, the block remembers.
red snow,
And so did I.
red snow,
Where I walk, the block remembers.
red snow,
When it came,
And so did I. So did I. So did I. So did I. So did I.
let me paint you the picture proper. 3 a.m. in the black dot colder. Soldier standing at the shoulder of a story that I told him when he was older. Since said, boy, don't chase the dragon. Let the dragon feel your shadow, let him battle with his nature while you navigate the aqua. 7 years I wore the winner. Every scar is just a splinter of the course. I was the center, now I'm author, I'm the printer. They said pray, I grabbed the pavement. Saved myself through self-enslavement. Ancient ways and modern statements. Patience is a blade, I'm Blade A. Jason. You want the crown, earn the winner. Walk the block till your bones splinter. Into rooms where the dark is thicker. Figure out which voice gets bigger. Mine got bigger, mine got bigger. Mine grew teeth in the trigger, and I never pulled it quicker. Just let the cold do the work.
red snow,
red snow. Red snow.
Red snow.
Red snow, red snow, red snow, red snow.
You ever feel it? You ever feel it? You ever feel it? You ever feel it? Before you know what it is. The hands know first, before the mind catches. The spine sends a signal that the pride always matches. With silence, body language of a man who patches every wound with more wound, every scratch with more scratches. I felt it in the marrow, that particular narrow sensation of a sparrow flying straight into an arrow. Knew the outcome, knew the sorrow, knew that borrowed time is hollow, and that every man must swallow. What the dark prepare for morning, what the black prepare for dawning, what the cold prepared without warning. The body is a prophet, it don't profit from the logic. You just match the typographic of the damage automatic. Before the brain gets diplomatic, before the mouth gets emphatic, before the chest gets operatic, the marrow already drafted the ending. It lives in the bone, not the blood. Deeper than thought, older than words, the body already knows.
With the mind, with the mind, the mind, the mind.
It's still negotiating.
The mind arrives slow, like it knows but won't show. Like it rolls against the flow of what the bones already know. Overthinking is a soldier with no orders, getting older in the war that's already over. In the field already colder than the truth that sits on the shoulder of a man who's getting bolder. Only because he's getting colder, only because he's seen the boulder at the bottom of the mountain. Undecided, it's a fountain. Fix the weight or chase the fable. Later wake at a cold table, states of mind. I'm stable, able, made it through. I got the label of a man who sat with danger, didn't pray and didn't wager. Just got patient, became greater, not because of something sacred, but because the fear got naked and I saw it.
Small and basic.
Just a voice without a face, just a draft without a place, just a marrow deep vibration, just the body's calculation of the odds.
And nothing sacred.
The odds were never good. It lives in the bone, not the blood. Deeper than thought, older than words. The body already knows. With the mind, the mind, the mind.
It's still negotiating. I still lay.
I stopped fighting it at 30. Stop pretending it was dirty. To admit the fear was early and the courage came late surely, but it came. And that's the sermon that the marrow keeps confirming. Every morning, every turning of the season, every burning of a bridge I should have kept. Every promise that I wept, every darkness that I slept underneath the bed and slept on top of. Like it wasn't there, like the weight wasn't real, like the cold wasn't air, like the marrow wasn't steel. But the marrow doesn't lie, the marrow just persists. It catalogs the damage, it compiles the list of every moment that the body sent the signal to the fist. And the fist went still, and the mind went still, and the chest just
Absorbed it.
that's the way, that's the way. Make the womb, the weight of knowing doom was never in the womb, it was always in the bone, the bone, the bone, the bone.
In the marrow. In the marrow. Still there. Still there. Still there.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Don't be shy. Welcome. Don't be shy. Come on in. Come on in. The water's fine. Sublime by design. I've been waiting since 9 dined on the kind of refined decline that you find when you sign on the dotted line. Mine, pull up a chair. The gallows is there, but we don't get there in a hurry, my friend. We waltz. We take the skinny rope to the end. I've done this dance so many many times. I know the steps, I know the rhymes, I know exactly where the music climbs and where it stops and where the silence chimes. The humor is, I used to be afraid. Now I set the table, pour the lemonade, serenade the darkness with a serenade, and laugh at how seriously death gets played. See, fear is just a guest who overstayed. I renovated, fear became my aid. Afraid that word decayed, decayed, decayed. Now I walk where other men have prayed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The gallows got a rhythm, and it sounds like me. Death had an opening, I took the lead. Now we waltz till the morning, eventually. They came to see the spectacle, great in the wake of the inevitable. Late, debatable, respectable, fates interchangeable, I'm capable. I played the executioner and played the volunteer. Made myself the auctioneer of everything I used to fear. Waited, displayed, it stayed right here while other men ran year by year. Fine wine in the blind eye, spine of a lion in a high-rise mind. Like a diagram of landmines, designed a sign, refined to the night skies. I dined with a dangerous dining, find the silver lining in the lightning. Timing, timing, always timing, climbing while the others are declining. You know what's funny? The rope was always there, I just decided it looked better as a stair, so I climbed it, waved at everyone down there, and the view is exceptional, I swear. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The gallows got a rhythm, and it sounds like me. Death had an opening, I took the lead. Now we waltz till the morning, eventually. I've waltzed at 40 funerals, 40, sorted through the stories, sorted, courted by the darkness, courted, poured in my composure, poured it into rooms while men were shorter. In the spirit, not the stature, capture, ride the rapture of the fracture that occurs when laughter is the only thing between you and the after. See, I laugh because the alternative is longer, and I'm not stronger than the grief, I'm just funnier. I walk because the standing still would kill me, filming with the silence that would spill me into something that I don't recognize. So I dance, I keep the rhythm in my eyes. One more bar, one more step, one more night where death and I are the last ones left on the floor. And the music's slowing down, and I'm leading, still leading, wearing the only crown that nobody wanted. Lovely evening. Lovely evening.
That's enough.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
That's enough.
I've been here long enough to know when the room is finished with you not hostile. Just done the way your season moves on without malice, without ceremony, just the calendar. Turn it. I built what I built in the time that I had in the space that the block was willing to give to a man like me, which wasn't much, which was enough. I laid my name into the concrete, not in stone, not in marble, concrete, because concrete is what lasts. Here, everything fades, even the things that said they wouldn't. Everyone leaves, even the ones who said they couldn't. I'm just
The first one to go on my own terms.
I made my peace with the pavement, paid my dues to the statement that this life had a payment, and I made it every cent laid in every basement, every cold and vacuum space that shaped me into something that the daylight couldn't face yet. I don't owe the story anything, the story owes me nothing. We are square, even level. I gave everything, the block gave everything, and here we are at morning, both of us exhausted, both of us still standing, barely but standing. I know what I was, I know what I chose, I know every road that I walked in the cold, I know every soul that I carried or lost, I know what it cost and I know what it brought. A morning, this particular
Light
on this particular
corner
that I'm leaving
for the last time. No fanfare, no funeral, no flowers, no stone, just a block doing what blocks do, continuing without me as it should.
Everything fades, even the things that said
my own terms. I don't need the last word, I already had it. Every time I stay, when leaving was the easier mathematics. I don't need a monument, the block is the monument. Every crack, every name, every chopped line, every winter, every man who stood here for me and after. That's the only legacy that means anything to a man who was built by a place, not a name. Name.
You stepped into the dark without a lantern. Now the dark is all you've got. Don't blink. I'm the architect of agony, a master of the malady. Gravity collapsing, creating a fatal galaxy. The concrete is hungry, it's feeding on your pedigree. I turn a ghost rider to a ghost, literally. Chrome to the temple, keep it simple and surgical. The way I dismantle your mental is quite worshipful. Blades in the rain, feel the drain of the artery. Artillery started, I'm finishing the carpentry of the coffin. Nail is shut, no more talking. I'm the silhouette that you see when you're walking. Empty the clip till the mechanism is clicking. The clock on your life isn't ticking, it's tripping. I'm a poltergeist, cold as ice, rolling the loaded dice, paying the price for the advice of the poltergeist. Subterranean dweller, the cellar is where I'm haunting. Vaunting my dominant prominence is what I'm wanting. I don't leave a trace, just a space where your face was. Erase the remains of the stains like a lace buzz. Carbon monoxide, the toxic is the oxygen. Box them and lock them in. The toxin is the medicine. I'm a jagged edge, a ledge, a pledge to the cemetery. Voluntary, obituary, legendary adversary. Your lungs are collapsing, the gasping is musical. Beautiful carnage, the wreckage is beautiful. Stomp on the throat till the larynx is liquid. The script of your life was just wickedly finished. Blackout drop, listening to the clock. The reaper is the shadow standing on your block. Blackout drop, watch the mercury pop. Nothing but the silence when the heavy hammer stop. I'm the surge in the shadows, the phantom of the gallows. Shallow graves for the brave who follow the hallows. I'm the iron in the blood, the mud in the water, the lamb to the slaughter, the son and the daughter of chaos. I play us like a deck of the dams, lammed into the pavement. The soul has been jammed. I don't negotiate, I just annihilate and violate the space between your heartbeat and the golden gate. I'm the cold sweat, the depth, the threat. You can't forget the silhouette of a jet black sunset. The marrow is hollow, the sorrow is shallow. I'm the king of the dirt, the lord of the fallow. Concrete fracture, the rapture of the physical, clinical, cynical, the pinnacle of the ritual. I'm a landslider, backslide into the abyss. The last thing you feel is a cold metal kiss. Dissecting the message, the wreckage is massive. I leave the aggressive, becoming the passive, a ghost in the machine, a fiend in the scene, the cleanest assassin that you've ever seen. I don't miss, I don't blink, I don't wait for the light. I'm the permanent end of a permanent night. No sequel, no equal, just lethal and regal. I'm the talons of the vulture, the beak of the eagle.
Why are you running? You're only moving closer to the end. Look down. That's your shadow leaving you.
Final chapter, but rapture, the laughter of the demon screaming in the void when nobody can hear the scheming. I'm the catalyst, the casualties, the master of the macabre. The job is a hobby, the hobby is a job. The red dot is dancing, the romancing with the lead. The pavement is thirsty, is begging to be fed. I'm the winner in the bone, the drone of the crone, the king of the ruins, the lord of the stone. I don't battle, I butcher, I don't rap, I erase. I'm the void that is staring from the back of your face. Listen, I step in silence, let the presence speak. Concrete, remember steps, every breath I leak. Lines etched deep, mental stone get pressed. Words weigh heavy on the chest, no rest. Voice low, but it rolled, then it shake the room. Like thunder tuck back, then it break the boom. I don't rush, I creep in the cut, then glide. Let it crawl, then it catch you from the blind side. See the difference? Y'all talk, I bend the grid. Every syllable slip, then it land where it live.
And the breathe.
Feel that weight when the air go thin. Don't move, don't speak too
Deep now, you sink within.
I lace rhythm, precision, incision, split decisions. Slide in the pocket, then shift position, syllable stack. But I stagger the flow, hit them quick, then I drag it back.
Slow.
I don't flood beats, I circle, then strike late. Let it breathe, then I suffocate the time, space. Time and drift, yeah, feel off center. That's the pull, make the listener enter. Now the pressure build, but I never explode. I compress, let it sit, then I load, then I drop it right where the silence live. Half a bar late.
Now they feel what I give. Stay right there. Don't move. Listen.
Don't move. Listen. Now the tone shift darker, breath get thick, every second stretch. Then it snap back quick, break rhythm, rebuild it crooked, offline like a calm that collapse at the wrong time. You can hear it in the gaps I design. That's the space where the doubt start climb. I don't yell, I compress, let it sit in your chest.
Voice low,
but it hit like a test. Final words hang loose, don't drop clean.
let them float, and they cut in between. That's control.